How's it going, guys? So tonight we have a special edition of Fe-BREW-ary where my hatred, which is actually ironic because of the app we were just looking at. So I found this app where it matches you up with people who you have mutual dislikes of things with. So it's called Hater. Completely unintentional, but my hatred for drinking beer out of a can should be on there. So anyway, so we're gonna do a blind taste test.
Yeah, so this is something Brandon's gone on a lot about, how he hates beer in a can. It's interesting. If you are a beer aficionado, officially, beer in a can is supposed to be the best way to enjoy beer, because beer's exposure to sunlight degrades it. And so when you have shitty beer, it tends to have a clear glass bottle, and therefore it gets degraded more quickly. Craft beer tends to have a green or brown bottle, which is meant to protect it, and then the best, supposedly,
comes out of
craft beer comes out of a can. But you say,
well, no, I think beer coming out of a can, like it reminds me of like a redneck, which is, I'm sorry to all my friends in the South.
How many friends in the South do you actually have?
Well, I don't have that many friends in the South, but I do have friends whose family originate in the South, and they drink beer out of cans. And I think that's where my hatred of beer out of a can came from. Was I tasted it and I was like, this is metallic-y. And also, like, when you drink something out of a can, like, there's like rat piss on the lip and stuff. I don't know. I'm Jewish, so we grew up and like had these like all these like neurotic like my mom told me these stuff, these things where it was like, oh, you can't drink out of a can. Like, I don't know, my mom doesn't sound like your mother-in-law, but no, but there's all these like, it's like, oh, like the rat feces on cans and stuff.
Why wouldn't there be rat feces on the same bottles?
Well, no, because the bottle, there's like a lid on it, whereas the can, you're drinking from the lip. Okay. Just go with it, all right, Roland? Okay. This is like a thing. We'll look this up after.
But it's interesting. My particular pleasure in life is ruining other people's pleasures. So when Brandon was so much like, beer tastes better out of a bottle, I was like, you know what? It's time you put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. And I've literally, like, I left your house in a snowstorm one time to go get beer out of a bottle because, like, all you had was beer in a can. And I was like, fuck it. I'd rather die than drink beer out of a can.
Now, it's funny because I will admit, like, I tend to drink shitty European lager. Right. And I noticed the other day, I was like, the stuff out of the bottle actually seems to taste better. But now
we gotta test it out.
Okay, so what I have got. My daughter is screaming for me. This is one of my favourite beers.
Just ignore. She's not playing with scissors. Yeah. It's fine.
Is Dead Guy Ale by Rogue. It's a really, really wonderful ale. And so we've got it in cans and we've got it in bottles. I have poured for Brandon 4 small measures. 2 are out of the can, 2 are out of the bottle, and I've measured myself as the thing. So now, the question is...
Do you know which one is which?
Yes, what you're going to do is you're going to taste it and then you're going to say whether it's a can or a bottle, and we're going to put them into the 2 things, and then we'll actually find out for sure. Okay. So, take one of those at random.
Alright, I'll go with this one.
And I'll take this one, and we'll see.
Okay. See, but okay, so it's...
Well, you have to now try another one.
I was going to say, I'm like, that's the things, I can't just be like, oh, this is out of a can, because they might taste different, but like, oh, this is much better, or this is much worse.
Fine. So put that one aside so you can use it as your control.
Okay.
Okay. And I will try my one here.
This one's the bottle, that one's the can.
Interesting that you say that. Okay.
They're both the same thing.
This is the can, you say?
I think that one's the can, I think this one's the bottle. There's definitely a different taste.
That's interesting.
I can definitely taste the difference between them.
Okay, but that's...
I'm gonna feel like a real asshole if
well, no, this is where you put your money where your mouth is. Mm-hmm. So which one is the can, which one is the bottle?
I think this one's the bottle, that one's the can.
Okay. And now you try the other 2.
Okay.
One is a... Well, I don't know.
You don't know which one?
Yeah.
I hope you know.
Well, I will afterwards, but...
Oh no, this one's definitely a can. Do I put this on the can side?
Oh, you said this one was a can.
Well, now I feel like I gotta
Okay, okay. So that, you feel it's a can.
Because now that I'm drinking... After I'm drinking all 4, I'm like, I don't know. These 2 are definitely out of the same... Hold on. Give me the first two again. Because these two are definitely out of the same thing.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to backtrack after drinking all
Yeah,
four?
absolutely.
Okay, I think these two are the same. And I think these two are the same. And I think it's bottle and can.
So which one's the bottle and which one's the can?
This one's definitely the can, these two are definitely the bottle.
Okay.
Was I right?
Let's see.
Well, how do you know? Oh, you marked them?
Okay. I put little dots. That one has a dot. That one has a dot. So, first I would like to say, congratulations, because you clearly have a very attuned sense of taste. The fact that you were able to tell by taste alone what they came out of.
Yeah.
That's where the congratulations ends, because you were
I had them
completely
switched.
wrong. And yeah, the ones with no markings were out of the bottle, and the ones with markings were out of the can.
Huh.
And I find that really interesting. The reason I wanted to do 4 is because that way, like, it wasn't just like a fluke.
Right.
There was some consistency.
Yeah,
You got.
I definitely had that they taste. It was weird because like these two tasted differently the first time around, but then after I had this one, I was like, oh, this is a much more distinct. Excuse me, there's a much more distinct taste than the other two. Well,
so I would say this. First of all, this proves that, you know what, you have a highly attuned sense of taste.
right.
And can.
But now me drinking out of a can is completely.
Yeah, but your highly attuned sense of taste meant that you felt that beer out of a can was superior to beer out of a bottle, which is what my original hypothesis was. So
I'll concede on this.
Self-fight.
As much as I hate that.
Yeah.
Are these the glasses from the
wine tasting? Yes, we went on.
Yeah. Did you just erase our names off of them?
They didn't actually have our names in them.
Yes, they did. We wrote our names on. I wrote my name on mine.
Oh yeah, we erased them with names. It's good stuff, this dick I
It is.
There we go. Okay, so you were schooled yet
Well,
validated at the same time.
I was gonna say I am mildly validated because I was able to like.
Yeah.
And as soon as I had the third one, I was like, oh, this is definitely a different taste than. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it was? It was just the bottle was like left out too long, or you probably teabagged it or something.
Right. Anyway, my daughter is screaming. So we'll be back very soon for more February antics. Stay tuned.